Siema Robaczki. I'm currently working on my Polish grammar ebook and I'd love your help with it. I want to make it the best Polish grammar ebook in the world, just like the best Polish podcast in the world, which you can obviously find on this channel. Today I'm going to show you what I've done so far, what I'm planning, and most importantly, I'd like to hear what you think. Everything you're about to see is still a work in progress, so nothing is set in stone yet. I'll split this video into a few sections and ask you a few questions along the way, so please give me your feedback in the comments. Ready? Let's get started. Before we get to the ebook, a little bit of self-promotion. I've recently opened my Etsy shop. You can find transcripts for some of my lessons there, as well as brand new learning materials, such as how to learn Polish a bit faster. If you're interested, you'll find the link in the description below. Right, back to grammar. What you're about to see is just a draft. The design might change, but one thing is certain, there will be colors. What probably won't change is the main idea. One page, one grammar structure. I really like this format because I think one page is just about right. Not too much, not too little. You learn one thing, understand it, and move on. What do you think? Do you like this idea? I also want this to be a series of ebooks, rather than one enormous grammar book. So for example, Grammar 1, Grammar 2, and perhaps smaller parts like Grammar 1.1 and Grammar 1.2. I'm thinking of roughly 30 grammar topics in each main part. That means you could do one grammar structure a day and finish the whole thing in a month. I think that's quite a realistic approach, especially if you're learning Polish alongside work, university, or having a life. But what would you prefer? Several shorter ebooks or one massive grammar book? When I learn other languages, I really like discovering little patterns, connections, and interesting details. And that's exactly what I want to include in this ebook. Associations, comparisons, patterns, basically anything that can help you understand why Polish works the way it does. I want you to have those little moments when you go, oh, so that's how it works, or finally, now it makes sense. I don't want to overwhelm you with theory either. I'd rather give you short, simple explanations and lots of examples. Basically, the Michael Scott approach from The Office. Explain it to me like I'm 5. So here's another question. Short explanations and lots of examples, or more detailed theory? Each section will focus mainly on one new grammar structure. But that doesn't mean you will learn something once and never see it again. Quite the opposite. I want to keep bringing back things you've already learned and compare them with the new ones. Hopefully, this will help everything stick in your head instead of disappearing 5 minutes later. Now, this is one of the things I'm still not sure about: dialogues and texts. Should every section have a few short dialogues using the grammar you've just learned? Or should I also include short texts similar to the ones in my A1, A2 course on this channel? Or perhaps we could start with very short dialogues, make them gradually longer, and eventually move on to the full texts. Which option would be most useful for you? And then there's audio. Should there be an audio recording after every section, or perhaps every few sections, using the grammar we've covered? That way you could practice grammar, listening and pronunciation at the same time. Or are you thinking, Michał, that's enough. You've already got loads of listening exercises on this channel, just give us the grammar. Fair enough. And finally, vocabulary. Should every section have its own little vocabulary list? Or should I only explain the most important words that appear in the examples? I don't want this to turn into a vocabulary ebook disguised as a grammar ebook, but a little bit of useful vocabulary probably wouldn't hurt. So I need your help. Let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. One big ebook or several smaller ones? More dialogues or more text? Audio or no audio? Vocabulary lists or just keywords? And if you've got any other ideas, suggestions or things you'd love to see in a Polish grammar ebook, please tell me. As always, your feedback really helps me decide what to make next. I'll show you more in the next update soon. That's all for today. Trzymajcie się, pa pa.